Hey, how's it going, my fellow Homo sapiens? This your boy Yugioh Hadou, and today I'm just talking a little bit about super heavy samurais. Yes, this is a new archetype that's coming in the Duelist Advent, and I believe the next Challenger. And this archetype is very interesting, so I want to just kind of go over it, talk a little bit about it. Now, this deck here is not really a deck that I think is ready for tournament play. However, this deck is kind of fun to play with friends and just other people around the shops. Now, let's go ahead and start off. We start off with 3 Super Heavyweight Samurai 10BN. I believe that's how you pronounce his name.
10.
Then we have, okay, so his effect is you can special, if your opponent controls 2 or more monsters, you can special summon this one from your hand, and you can target 1 level 4 lower Super Heavy Samurai from the graveyard and special summon it, except BN. We have Super Heavy Samurai So Big Bang. And basically what this one does, you can equip it to one of the Super Heavy Samurai and they gain an extra 1,000 attack. I mean, an extra 1,000 defense. And this is actually really interesting once I start talking about some of the combos. Now, another good thing about this card is when this card is in the graveyard, and I believe if your opponent activates a spell or trap card, you can banish this card to negate the effect. Then we have Super Heavy Samurai 999. Basically, if you control another Super Heavy Samurai and your opponent battles one of them, their attack goes to 0. And we're running 3 of them. Now, the one who really makes this deck is Super Heavy Samurai Big Ben K. This guy right here is fucking awesome. So let's go ahead and talk about this guy. 1,000 attack, 3,500 defense. Basically, what this card does is he allows your Heavy Samurai to attack your opponent in defense mode. And that's what makes him so good. So you can have him in defense, and basically you attack with your defense. So things like Mirror Force just does not work against these guys. And that's one thing I really like about these characters, because you get him on the field, you have a field full of monsters, your opponent really can't do anything about it when it comes down to attacking. So I think that's really awesome. And he's just a big beater, especially when you start equipping Super Heavy Big Bang to him. So yeah, so when you hook this up to him, he comes up to be, I believe, 45? Yes, 45. And all your opponents, all your monsters get the attack and defense as long as he's face up on the field. Now, this one, when you normal summon, you can switch him. Hold on, when this card is normal summon, you can change the battle position. And he can't be destroyed by battle. 2,000 defense, great card. Now, one thing about this deck is it's not a lot of draw power. So I'm using 3 pots of Duality to help the draw power. I don't need a special summon like this. This is just a fun deck. This is nothing serious. I'm running 3 giant rats, and the main reason is I can get these guys from the deck. And I believe I can special summon him, so let's make sure. With 1,500 or less attack, yeah. So I can special summon Heavy Samurai Big Ben K. Yes, that's right, with giant rat. I'm running 2 card Ds, because you know on Dead Pro, if you go first, you don't get that draw, and I just need that draw power to really have this deck to actually do something. You really don't want to be top decking with this type of deck, because you're not going to come back from it. And 3 Maxis, that's just more draw power. Now, I'm actually just trying this out. Exit Dow Power. Basically what this card does is all Earth monsters lose 500 attack, but they gain 400 defense. This is awesome, especially when you get this guy on the field. You're pumping them up. You want them to have the highest defense possible. That's what you want. You want them to have big defense, because they're going to attack and defense. Their defense is kind of like their attack, basically. Then we go to Level Limit Area B, and basically this, all level 4 or higher monsters are switched to defense. This buys you some time so your opponent can attack you. Also, we're running 3 necessary piece, and the main reason is monsters 1,500 or more cannot attack. However, because their defense is over 1,500, you can still attack, because it's only talking about their attack. So this is really great. 2 Shadow Occasionally Mirrors. Now, only reason I'm kind of running this in this deck right now is because on Dead Pros, a lot of people playing Shaw Dolls, and I really want to have the answer to them when they play it. You know, you flip this up and usually they just scoop. So I just kind of got that in there. Now, yes, I do go against quite a few people that's not playing any type of dark monsters or shawls at all, and it's just a dead draw. This is not something I will actually play at a tournament or even play with if I'm playing with friends. This is only this for Dead Pro for the time being. And 3 machine duplications. And the main reason I'm running 3 of these guys is a lot of these guys, once you play this card, they lose their attack. Like this guy right here, he goes down to 500. Play this, special summon 3 of these guys from your deck. So awesome, because you have 35 beaters sitting on the field. Now for the extra, this 2 Evil Sworn, what's this? Evil, I'm not gonna try to pronounce his name. And 3 1-on-1s. I really didn't feel like putting a whole bunch of stuff here. This deck is not serious, it's just something to play around with and have fun. And there's just some extra stuff. So what do I think about the deck? I think the deck is awesome. I like it. It's very fun. If you're looking for a good time, this is a deck for a good time. If you're looking for something that's tournament, this is not for it. This is not something that is going to be able to destroy your opponents. One thing I can say about this deck is they don't have a lot of stuff that protects them. Now, they need a monster, they need a spell or trap card that allows your monsters to stay on the field. These monsters are very easy to destroy. Your opponent can dark hold, they can just do anything to get these guys off the field. There's nothing protecting these guys. They're just out there. They're just on the field, you know, there's nothing can protect them. So you need spell and trap cards to really protect these guys, or some monsters effects. They need more support. I know it's very early in the game, but they definitely need more support for this archetype. But overall, it's pretty fun. This is not a serious archetype yet. Now, I know I keep stressing this right now because there's just so many other good decks out there. But I saw this and I was like, you know what? Let me try it. Let's see what I can do with it. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good because if someone's playing a good tier deck and you're starting to win, they usually scoop it up. So I do like the heavy samurais. They're fun, they're interesting, they're machines, so you can play other machine cards with this type of deck. They're all machines, by the way. So you can play other machine cards with this deck. But it's just all overall fun. Now, if you would add something to this deck, please let me know in the comment box below. It would really help out. I really want to tweak this deck just a little bit more, see what kind of other fun I can get out of this. So tell me what you think about this deck. Tell me your ideas, how you feel. Do you think this deck one day might be actually tournament ready? Or do you think this deck is just going to be purely for fun? Well, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. John Ed.